Hey, Mom. I just this very second went live on camera. Hey, Mom. Hang on a second. Hey, guys, I gotta put. This very second went live. Hey, guys, I gotta put you on hold a second. I gotta take a call from my mom. So hang on. Okay, go ahead. What's the matter? To what? That's not bad. That's not bad at all. I mean, if you were over 200 over 100, that's bad. 166, that's not bad. Do you have any other symptoms? Well, that's not a high blood pressure to be worried about, honestly. If Tom's home, talk to Tom, see if he tells you the same thing. Maybe I'm an idiot, but that's not a high blood pressure. Mine's that oftentimes. But I have 100 people online listening to me right now, so if it's not an emergency and I got to cut off the camera, I got to go and call you later. Just talk to Tom, call me back if you have to. All right, bye. Oh, sweet Lord. Sorry for the drama. Right off the frickin' bat. This has been my week. Another rough start, but we're alive. Hi, guys. Not even sure who's here. I tell you, I love my mother, but she will be the death of me. Anyway. Okay, so I was going to stream, have some fun, and now I'm like totally off my game. So, oh, for God's sake. Hey, I got to call you back. I'm live with some people online watching. Bye. Son of a bitch. I'm telling you, the phone never rings. Of course, Dave's golfing, so he's not here to back me up and pick up the phone. Oh, Lord. Maybe this wasn't a good idea. I just realized when I covered this plexiglass, I didn't take off, I see these wrinkles on here. I didn't take off the protective coating, and now my duct tape's on top of it. Oh, yeah. I think it's going to be one of those kind of streams, guys. Oh, look, it's clear. You know, Rain, I'm telling you, my mom is in better health than I am. She will be 87 in July. She lives alone. She drives herself. But she thinks that the next hangnail that she has is going to be what snuffs her out. So last week I had to leave work in the middle of the day, take her to urgent care. Something was wrong. Oh my God. I said, Mom, it sounds like another urinary tract infection, because you know that presents itself different in elderly people. No, I don't know what's wrong. Oh my God, urinary tract infection. So then I get her medicine, I get her home, I bring her Gatorade because she's dehydrated, all that stuff. So don't you know, the next day she calls me in a total panic. She's bleeding from the mouth. And I said, bleeding from the mouth? What do you mean you're bleeding from the mouth? I'm bleeding from the mouth. I don't know what's wrong. She's like, oh God, I don't know, something's wrong. She never was like this. She was always the rock. Now she's like cray cray. So anyway, I said, Mom, you would taste, I don't know why you would be bleeding from the mouth with a urinary tract infection. You have no other symptoms. You have, you know, your blood pressure is good. You don't have trouble breathing. You have no pain. You have nothing. There's nothing wrong. I find it odd you're bleeding from the mouth. Do you think it's the half a gallon of fruit punch Gatorade may have stained your tongue? I know the difference between Gatorade and blood, for God's sake. I said, well, you could taste blood, and blood won't stain your mouth, Mom. It's, you know, it's not going to stain your mouth. So anyway, by the next day, she's all calmed down. Well, I think you were right. I think it was the damn Gatorade staining my tongue. Hello? Oh my God, I could shoot myself. God bless her. But anyway. She's working on the guilt factor as much as she can anymore, and I don't know why, but I'm the only one that sees it. She never lets my brother see that part of her. Bless his heart. So anyway, let's do something fun, because I'm going to shoot myself otherwise. I got these, but look, they're all cracked. Is that normal? Oh, let me get my camera situated here. Paula, were yours like this? Can you see the cracks everywhere? I don't know. I don't know if that's right or not. I mean, the pigment's still there. I think that'll be okay. And Paula, I tried to order stuff through your Amazon site. I don't know if you saw that come through or if it worked or not, because I had other stuff on my order, and I went from the icon in your site over. It didn't look like it took me back to your site when I had to check out. Yeah, I think they'll be fine. So anyway, what the hell am I doing? I was at Michael's the other day, and Martha Stewart, I think, has really pretty color paints, and they were on sale. Buy one, get one 50% off. So I got these. So I thought they were some pretty fun colors. And then I thought, what I want to do with these fun colors. And then the idea hit me, like I wanted to make more labels to use, because I thought they were kind of fun, and when I was collaging with them, to put a little, I like circles anyway, just put a circular label out there. And I thought, well, toner's kind of expensive. Why don't I just jelly print on the labels? And I've been searching high and low for my full sheet labels. I wanted to do some of those so I could cut it in strips like washi tape. No idea where they are. So we're going to start by attempting to print right on top of some circle labels. And we'll see what that gets us. And I think I'm going to paint and add a little couple pops on top of it. So that's my plan. Ooh, aren't you on there strong, or am I just extra weak today? Okay. I am totally discombobulated at this point. So, grab some stencils here. I'm going to grab some that I haven't used much. Good Lord. Okay, now let's see what we have. I love these colors. This one's called Beach Glass. This is the one we used in Chelsea's wedding when we did the centerpieces, all those mason jars. Beach Glass was one of her colors. Really pretty turquoise. Of course, they're all going to have these little tops on them. I might as well just take them all off from the get-go. That's pretty. This one's called Diving Board. This is one of the pearls called Hummingbird. I've never jelly plated with these. So, I don't know how they're going to be. I can't imagine there would be a problem with them. I'm just looking at how sheer these pearls are. I think I'll keep the pearls over here. I was so beat from yesterday, I could not stay awake, Paula, for your stream to the end. I had to turn in. We had my oh no, sorry, that was Friday when the golf tournament was. I was still laid up yesterday. My brother did a charity golf tournament for a Wounded Warrior project called Operation Second Chance, No Person Left Behind. A friend of his is on the board. So my brother said, let's earn some money. I'll do a golf tournament. Of course, he's never done one before. Muscled his way through it. Did a great job. Earned a lot of money. But Dave played in it, and I went over to help him. I did the reg desk. I drove a beer cart around for 6 hours. It was freezing cold, in the wind. And then after that, we went to this a local bar on the water. And they said they would donate 10% for all the proceeds they got from the sales of all the people being there. So we had to do our duty there. And by the time I got back home, I was dead on my feet. And Saturday was kind of a blur. I didn't do anything. But I was happy to help out. He's going to do it again next year, but that's why I was like, whew, on my last leg last night. Well, Dave and I don't, Dave can't drink. He's allergic to something in alcohol. He used to, you know, when he'd play ball or go golfing and stuff, they go out and have some beers, but he can't drink. He's always the designated driver because he can't, he swells up and can't breathe, so not so good. All right, let me get rid of this stuff here. Oh, look at the pretty little rainbow on my paper. How cute are you? Yeah, it was a fun, very moving day, and it was really cool because at the end, we had some old vets that came out to play that were probably close to my dad's age, but we lost my dad 5 years ago almost. He was a vet also. So one of the older vets won the 50-50 drawing, so he won about $600, I think. So that was nice. All right, let's get this going here, shall we? Well, of course, I'll start with my favorite colors. Diving board and a little beach glass. I'm going to throw in a little something. Maybe a little, what is this? Peacock feathers? Yeah, let's try that. Give it a little depth. Oh, hello. A lot of depth. Okay, I'm going to mix these up a little bit before I start rolling. Oh, that's pretty. Way too much paint as per usual. I'm going to do this orb stencil. Orb stacks. And here we go. Here we go. Here we go. These are the, I think they're 2-inch round circles. Well, of course they're circles if they're round. Hello. And this is a little thick too, so I'm pressing a little bit hard to try to get it to go down and kiss that paint off of the plate. Deli paper kind of falls into those holes, but anything thicker you kind of have to encourage. Oh, look at you. Hello, lover. That's pretty. I love those colors. I do. Put that off to the side. Let me take another set of labels and try to get a ghost of that. Now I'm really getting the old thumb knuckle in there. You want that stencil, Carrie? Well, wait, because we're coming out with another launch accompanied by a sale pretty soon. I have some hand-drawn stencils that Cherry said they're pretty close to being able to launch. So hold up and wait to get that discount. Ooh. Oh, look at you, you little ghosty. Can't hate that. And let's do a third one to get that reverse. And I'm going to put a piece of cardstock down here to clean off the stencil. Make me a little sandwich. All right, that'll be my cardstock cleanup print. And there's the reversey. All right, now I'm going to go back for another layer. Oh, I thought of something. What was I going to say, Paula? I thought of something I was just going to say to you. What the heck? What the heck? What the heck was it? Crap, I don't know. Oh well. I don't know what this will look like on top of this. Kind of a confusing pattern, maybe. Let's do this. Let's try this one. And let's do... Oh, I didn't get a whole lot of purples that aren't metallic. Let's do some of this hot pink. This one's called Party Streamer. I like her names. She's got fun names. Party Streamer. This yellow is Duckling. Oh, that's a pearl. You're on the pearl side. Peacock feathers, you're over there. What are you? Pull. Let's try maybe this darker one. A little bit of this. This one's called Purple Martin. So we had one other person pay last night for the event, so we're up to 14, I believe is the count. Oh, this looks like an Easter egg. Yeah, I don't like that. Well, I'm just going to go with it and see what happens. This one's called Lynx. Yeah, so I don't know if you guys talked more about the event last night after I had to ditch, but we need 25. The prices that we gave out for the estimates were based on 35 people, which we thought were kind of conservative because we had 40-some people immediately fill out the first survey saying they were going to go. So I based it on 35 being conservative. The minimum to make the event go is 25. So that, if we only get 25, if we get 25, that will, that's kind of a hot mess. I'm not sure I like that. If we only get 25, that's probably going to change the pricing for the balance of the workspace, which includes the AM break, the PM break, and a full buffet lunch. I don't think it'll change it greatly, but it will change that price. And we tried to make it clear that that was an estimate going in because it's all going to depend on the number, of course. I mean, that's just how it works. So, again, we're not looking at the overall thing. We're going to pull off little round labels out of there, right? So, we'll see how that goes. Pick this up on here. So we have, what's today, the 26th? We only have a few more days till May 1st to get everybody's down payments in. Carrie, if you have the link handy, hon, would you throw it up there for me? No, that will not affect the hotel room prices, Rain. The hotel is a separate, that's why you book separately. It's a separate whole thing from the meeting space. I mean, they have people come and rent a hotel there that don't have anything to do with an event on premises. So that is not a problem. Oops. Those prices are good. Oh, that would help, wouldn't it, Carrie? If I open the links. There we go. Hang on. Okay, Carrie, they're on now, hon. Thanks. There you go. Linda, I tried to help you out a little bit last night. Oh, look at this one. I wonder if those would fall into each circle. Wouldn't that be awesome? I wonder if they do. I am recording for a change. Let's see. Can I tell? Not quite. But close. I think I'll use this. See what happens. Get that out of the way. Oops, better pick this up before all my stickers end up peeled off. Okay, let's see. What do I want to come back with here? Oh, let's mix it up really good. This is that metallic or pearl hummingbird. And let's do some lime out there. Green curry. Green curry and aquamarine. How about that? This may be a, oh no, this is not pearl. Okay, I was going to say it might be a mistake, all pearls. Yeah, these are Paula's dangly bits. Oh God. Alright, this may not, oh, yeah, what am I doing? May not be the right stencil for that, but I'm going to do it anyway. This one's kind of a mishmash, so I'm going to try to bring back a little bit more of a pattern that's more geometric in there. I'm pushing extra hard on this one because those little designs, you gotta, again, get that paper to squish down in those holes so you get some kind of a somewhat clean print. Okay, can't say I'm loving it yet. But we're not done. I'm not finished. And that one's going to be hard to get a ghost out of that, so I'm going to pull this up. This might be a big mistake, but I'm going to do it anyway. Screw it, it's a sheet of labels. Clean off my staple. I mean my stencil. My staple. I don't even know what I'm talking about today. Oh, you're getting ugly. Talk about your puke on a page. That's getting kind of... Not sure about that one. I want to come back with another layer of something on here. Let me look at my... Let's see. What do I want to do here? How about some of this? The shield stacks, maybe. I'm getting ugly. Oh, I'm ugly. Telling you. You know what? I think I'm going to go back with more pink. I like that pink against that turquoise. Oh, and maybe... Oh! Maybe I'll add some turquoise in there. See if we get a funky purple in there. And maybe let's do some yellow to get that... Could turn to baby poop, but... Here we go. We shall see. Might get some cool combinations out of this mess. Get a little orange in there. Get a little purple. Alright. Let's try some of this. Ooh, here we go. I think limiting myself to just the Martha Stewart colors I have. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Oh, I know what I was going to do. I think I know what I was going to talk about, Paula. Remember the craft paper envelopes that you got the other day? I picked up some of those. Oh, ugly. Oh, you just uglied your ass off right there, girl. Oh, that's a hot mess. The hottest of messes right there. They're all kind of hot messes. What am I doing today? They're all hot messes. Pick up this little bit of ghost here. I think... Oh, sweet Lord. I'm going to come back in here with my cleanup page and pick this up. I think I'm not getting the normal light-dark mix that I like when I put the paint down, because of these are very similar tones except for this one and this one, which maybe I'll pull those, and this one for the next one to get something dark in there. Yeah, could be, Carrie. I think the paint's not helping me either. I love the colors, and the paint's working fine on the plate. It's not that. I think it's just that I don't have them. Oh, Jesus. The mix that I generally like. Let me do this. Let me go with something dark here. See if I can pull it back. Okay, let me have, what do I have here? Greek key. That's what we're going with. This was on top. And there we go. So, which of you poor saps is going to get this? That's still kind of wet. Huh. Oh, Lord, could you get any worse? Let me go here. Actually, you know what? I'm saying that, but when we pull these labels off, it might look really cool. And it might not. Almost certainly not at this point. You know, it's going to be one of those off your game days, I think, girls. Yeah. Bad to worse, I think. Just cleaning a little bit of that off of there. A little bit. That's better than the rest of them. Okay, so let me try something here. Perhaps all is not lost. Let me get some black. And this is what I started to say when I got those craft envelopes. I picked up these. Now this could be a total flub. I don't know. That seems to be the way it's going to go today. And that's okay. I had these on sale at Michael's too. I'm going to keep those handy. Paint booger. Oops, that was the paint, not the artist. I don't know why black goes down better than any color every time. It just feels like perfection when it goes down. Paint a little paint booger in there. Yeah, there. And guess what we're going to put on there? Oops, hang on. Oh, come on. Work with me, work with me. Seriously? Oh, you know what? Let me go another way. Let me do this. And get some stark black stripes over top of this mess and see if that can pull anything back. How about that? This is not at all where I was going. I was going for pictographs, but I can't find my pictograph stencil. Only the small one, and I went the big one. Pressing in the along the same pattern as the stencil. Alright, that might help that a little bit. When you picture the little round pops coming out of there. I'm going to try to pull the ghost up so I have a good reverse image of stripes. There we go. Got a stripy ghost on that one. And now, do I want to put... You know what, that's going to be kind of light. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to put it on here. Clean this off on here. Alright. Got to dig in my drawer here for a second. Might be a good one to spread around there. Oh, here it is. Hello. There you are, you rascal. Well, I guess I don't have as much paint in here as I thought I did. Alright, let's see if I can pull anything back from the edge here. Let's try this one. Oh, hot. Hottest of messes. Oh, I got lots of black. Published in Playboy. What are you guys talking about? Lost track of the chat. They always seem to help anything. Oh, you're welcome, Linda. Oh, I'm going to sneeze. Oh, excuse me. You know what? I'm going to put more black down and get another clean print on this other one. And then I'm going to go patina. Try to pull a patina print off on a sheet of label and see what that looks like. Thank you, Rain. Modeling pictographs. Now you guys really lost me. That helped that a bit. And now I'm going to clean up. I need another cleanup page though. This is getting kind of boogery. Oh, you know what? Remember when I told you, Paula, about an alphabet with pictographs? I was just playing around the other day trying to start drawing some more stuff. I can't really draw, but I'm trying to come up with more images to make 6 more and then maybe come out with a set of alphabet stamps and pictographs. Of course, all made up, right? I mean, who knows what letters what, but maybe I could make the stamp have the pictograph on it and then in the corner like a little tiny A or a little tiny whatever letter. Alright, I'm just trying to pick up some of this out of these holes because when I do a patina print, this is how I do it. I pull a black print and then I want to get as much of this black out of these other holes as I possibly can. This isn't dry yet, but it's going to get smushed up. I don't care. I just don't care. All right, picked up that much more. Okay, so now I'm going to pull this off. And one of my mistakes I make a lot of times is to not clean this one off right away. So I'm going to blot this right on a piece of paper. Yeah, we need 11 more for a minimum, Andrea. And that may tweak the price a little bit. Oh, look at that. Make a fun little envelope and note card. So now, on top of this, I'm going to put down some PBOs. I'm using the green yellow. Right? And what's this? Green blue? Green blue. Oh, look at this sad state of affairs here. You know, I saw a color on Dick Blick the other day of the iridescent PBOs that I've never seen before. It was called, I think, Blue Parma. And I ordered some. I'll show you guys what it looks like when it gets here. So now I want to put this over the black layer. And it's going to show through the holes of the pictographs, right? You can kind of see where it's catching that. You can roll a little excess off. You can see it a little bit better. See where you can see the pictographs coming through there? So what's going to happen is, ooh, that was a lot of paint. I'm going to take a clean label sheet. Hopefully it's worth it. And put it down here and try to pull a patina print right on the labels. Well, I think so, Paula, I talked to Craig at the Institute, telling him, you know, the down payments aren't coming in as fast as I thought they would. So what happens if we don't even meet our 25 minimum? And ask him about pulling the air wall in the space to make it half the space for a smaller group and how that would impact the prices. So the ones of us that have paid and really want to come could still come. So if we get to that, it's these are labels, Andrea. They're sticky back Avery 2-inch round labels. I'm printing right on the labels. So I'm not out of options yet, but all these downgrades will definitely affect the price. So we have to, and before, if I don't sign the contract, if we don't have enough to sign the contract, everybody's getting their money back. We said non-refundable deposit, meaning that if it was a go and I signed and then I committed, that at that point it's non-refundable. But if I don't think we're there where I can commit to that, I'm not going to, you know, I'll give your guys money back. I'm not going to, you know, that's something to figure out next week as we get closer to the deadline. This paper is funny on these labels. It's not the shiny paper. These aren't the shiny ones. They're the matte. But it does act differently than regular craft or cardstock. Yeah, that one, you don't see much patina in that one at all. You see a little bit. So I'm thinking some gold or white layers are coming over that one. All right. Let me see what this... Okay. Not urgent. Gonna pull some more of this off. Some of these crusty bits. No, the labels haven't pulled off yet. Yeah, we're not, like Paula said, we're not doing this event to turn a profit. We're just trying to facilitate all of the people that follow us and stream. We have so much fun online. You know, we thought it would be fun to try to get together, and we're trying to put that together. So there's some crusty bits. So we're not, you know, not in it for the moolah. Ooh. Oh, I'm seeing this one where some of the label paper has pulled up. Can you see those whites? I don't know if I can get the right angle here. That's the paper actually pulling up those white spots right there. And it seems to take forever to dry on this paper too. They all still feel a little sticky. Perhaps this wasn't one of my greatest ideas after all. Imagine that. You know, just for gigs. Just for some giggles. Hang on. Let me try something here. Get my tight end buff. Yeah, you can never find a date that's good for every single person to go. It's not possible. Not possible. Even in advance, you know, it's going to be somebody's anniversary or a cruise they planned ahead, or they're a teacher and they can't get out yet, or, you know, it's always going to be something like that. I'm going to try to pull this just on a piece of cardstock and clean up my plate a little bit. This one in black here, Pamela, that's just called stripes. Now, this is the first, B. Matthews, I'm sorry, I don't know your name, but this is the first I've done any labels on the Gelli plate. It is, Pamela. It's a PTP stencil on istencils.com. That's right here. It is called, but you know what? Hold up. Don't buy them yet. Stripes, number 72. Don't buy them yet because we're going to have another launch and a sale soon. So stack them up in your cart, but wait until we have that coupon code to get a better deal. Yeah, oh, look at that. It's all coming up. So there you go. Some crusty bits, a little PBO shimmer. See that blue hitting it there and the green hitting it up here. Kind of looks like a map. Doesn't it? It's a treasure map. Oh my God, it's a treasure map. Oh, hell, I pulled it on labels too. I thought I was pulling on cardstock. Those are labels. That might work out. You know what? I think I might take paint through my pictograph stencil and pounce some sorry, pounce some of that on here. Oh, maybe. And you know what, let me do that. I thought I had a piece of cardstock, and don't you know, I had a sheet of labels. So now that I want to find here it is right here. I want to find the smaller pictograph. Hang on, let me get out a paint palette here. Let's try a little something, something. Do that all over again. Actually, you can duplicate the process. I mean, exactly what bits stick and not on the next one, of course, will never, ever be a duplicate. But it is kind of cool. You can see some pictograph shadows in there. Here's what it kind of looks like, the house. That kind of teardrop shape one. Little remnants of the anchor in there. So, I'm going to... You know, let me show you the difference between this two. I didn't realize how great a difference the blue-green and the green-blue PBOs were. I mean, you can see a little bit of difference in the two, but not a whole lot. And where did I do that? Oh, I know where I did it. Hang on. Hang on. Brain freeze. Oh, where are you, little sample of mine? Is this it? Yeah, this is it. No, that's not it. Ugh. Crap. Well, we'll just have to make another sample. Let me find something. Here, I'll just use this piece of deli I have right here. So, I'm going to put a little bit of that's the blue-green. this. Oh, come out of there. I want every little molecule of you. But I have more. Don't anybody panic. Jeez whiz. That's green, blue. Green, blue, blue, green. Let me lay these here so I remember what the hell I just did. Okay. So now I'm just going to use my finger and go across these colors. Alright, hit some of the black or the gray here a little bit so you can see some reflection. And then I take another finger and I'm going to go in this one and go through the same thing. Hit some of the black up here so you can see a little of that reflection. Wipe it on my shirt like a good girl. Scan it. Now, see the difference of those two? There's a good shot. All right, this is the blue-green. Blue paint, green shimmer. This is green-blue. Green paint, blue shimmer. And see, they look so similar in the two, but they really are different. I think I like this one better, especially when you get it on black. So, all right, before anybody has a coronary, let me find my damn scanner mouse. Good idea. Where the hell's my... There we go. Find this. Open up my mouse. Scan the map! Sweet Lord. That was funny. Okay. I gotta save my last scan of that collage I did the other night, the one that didn't record. I just realized I scanned that. Where am I gonna put you? Hello, lover. Let me just put you there for now. Yep, I'm gonna save the JPEG. Okay, now let me scan this puppy. Did you guys see where I posted that? I can't remember who it was. One of the ladies posted a link for the scanner mouse on my Inky Obsessions Facebook page. Oh shit. Oh, sorry. Said the S word. Ooh, ooh. For was it $32, $35? Of course, I paid $85 for mine when I first got it when they came out on QVC. Okay. Hang on, I'll be back to the chat. I can't, my window's full of this image right now. Let me get this done. And so, let's see. All right, scanning everywhere and saving in various file types. Gelli map. Save that bad boy. I like to save it in a couple different formats just in case. Okay, so now let me ask you tweeters a question. Put my mouse back in here. That's so quick too. Good idea, guys. Paula, if I tweet that file, then can you guys get it and print it and use it? Yeah, I know, Travis. No kidding. Oh, my God. Okay, let me see if I can figure out how to do it. Hang on. I still just don't get... Oh! I got Paul's message. Everybody's hard scan it. Sweet Moses. Hang on. All right, let me see if I can figure out how to do this. I don't know why. I like all kind of computer things and this and that, but I can't figure out... Oh, it's not my photo stream yet. Oh, of course it's not, you idiot, because it's not a picture. Okay, I'll have to do that for my computer later. Somebody remind me. I'm sure you will. All right, I need a little sponge. It wasn't a photo, though, Jean. It's a file that I saved to my computer. I mean, I can do a photo of it. That I know how to do. Twitter. Gelli map. Post. All right, that should be out there. Yeah, I'll do it later. I'll do the scanned image later. But, okay. What the hell am I doing? I'm going to do some small pictographs over top of this. And I think I'm going to do, which one is this? Green, blue. You know, another thing I noticed on, right. Yeah, Jean. I understand that. It'll be better image. And you won't have my thumb in it holding the picture up so that it doesn't get glare. I'm just going to do this and see what happens. Oh! Whoa! Somebody tweeted me. Woohoo! Should I just do this all over and wherever they hit, they hit? I think that'll be easier. I noticed on Dick Blick for the PBOs, they're now calling them gouache. Is that what they call it? I don't know if they changed the formula or that's just the ones they carry, but they do have the iridescent colors, but they're expensive on there. They're like $9.65, and I think it's just the 100 ml tube that used to be $3.99, and now I think it's $4.99 on fineartstore.com. That's where I usually get mine. Oh, look at you. Hello, lover. All right. All right. I do love my pictographs. I'm telling you, if I must say so myself. The images just sort of speak to me. I don't know what they're speaking. I don't know what they're saying, but I like it. Okay, those are off the page there. Let's go back. A little something, something down here. I started maybe an hour ago, about 12:30-ish, I think I started. Had a little rough start. Again. Look how that PBO shows up on that I'm going to switch my cameras again. Hang on. On that black, how it shows that kind of neon blue. Me likey. Okay, so that's kind of cool. Right? And now, I don't think I'm done yet. I don't think so. I have another idea. Oh, here we go. I want some gold. Yeah, the good old caveman days, Jean. That's right. Oops. How's that for a circle? All right. Oop. Hello. Let's just hit a little bit of circles over this. Again, these Gelli prints are on circular labels from Avery. So I thought instead of running them through my printer and spending all that money on toner that paints cheaper, and I'd try Gelli printing right on the labels. So we'll see how that ends up. So I'm going kind of crazy with this because you're only going to look at a little bit on each little label, right? So it's kind of like that puke on a page thing of Dina Wakley's. Make a mess. When you get a little piece of that mess, it does not quite a mess. It looks kind of cool. That's what I'm hoping for. So there we go with that. All right, I'm going to let this dry, and then I'm going to pull one of these puppies off there and see what it looks like, because I can't stand it. Can't wait to see what it looks like. Ooh. So here's the... I don't like this. It didn't come out great like I wanted it to. So I'm going back, and I'm going to... Where's my plate? Here we go. Yeah, Dick Blick has them. They're just more expensive there. At least the ones I was looking at were. Okay. I don't care how big my desk is. I always need more room. Ever find that? Never enough space. Now I want... Oh, can I find Iron Gate before that dries, maybe? That's a good one to do the patina print on, too. Hello? Come on. I can never find the one I'm looking for. Oh, here it is. Got it, got it, got it. Sheesh, sheesh. All right, here we go. This makes a cool patina print too. So, you know what I'm going to do? I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Since this should be a nice clean print, I'm going to put it on labels and start a sheet of labels. These are Avery 5294s, by the way. They're matte white. So I want to get the paint out of the holes. This is how I do a patina print. Should anybody want to know? Step by step. I think I have a video on YouTube where I did this before. Put down black, lay down a stencil, pick up as much of that print out of those holes as you possibly can. There we go. There's the black and white on labels. That's a good start for a sheet. And now I still have more in there, right? You guys can see that there's more paint, more down here. You can't even see my hand through it. Well, a little bit, but you can see where there's darker there. I'm going to take another piece of paper, and I'm going to get that, as much of that paint out of there as I can. And what I'm going to do, I tell you what I'm going to do. Yeah, got that much more paint off of there, right? So now you can pretty much see through that stencil. So my point of doing that is, well, I'm going to clean off, pull a stencil, clean this off. On a piece of paper before all that chunky paint dries on there. And then on top of this, I'm going to go with a different one. I'm going to go with the blue-green. No, you know what? I'm going to get another green-blue because I think that's better. Oh, look. Ha, ha. There you go. Paint booger. All right. Put a little bit of blue and a little bit of the yellow-green. All right. And then I'm going to spread this over top of the black, and it's going to show right through the holes that were picked up on the previous print, right? And wipe off on here. Ooh, look how pretty that is. Ooh, hello, lover. You can make a punch circle or something out of that and get a little patina print circle. And then I go back and lift off a little bit so there's not too much paint. Just roll lightly, not hard. Now you can see that design, right, of the PBOs in those holes. And now we're going to put down a clean sheet of labels. And lay that on there. Yeah, it's always a surprise, Carrie. You kind of know. But see, this one, I know what was wrong is I had too much black paint. And I didn't lift off enough of the PBOs showing through. But this looks like it is kind of hard on these labels. This is a little hunk that's peeled off right there. And there's a little piece here scraping off. But that was a paint booger that got in the way. But see, there's a little hole there. So, I don't know if these... I didn't want to use my glossy labels because I liked how those printed and how they collage. Remember how they collage? That's what I lost in that last tape. That was a good little piece of tidbit for somebody. I used Avery high gloss labels and I printed them through my regular old $100 inkjet printer. I printed some of the... Here they are, right here. I printed some of the images off my tile boxes. And you see how that's glossy paper? This is stable on here with liquid media, water. Even though it's an inkjet printer, not a laser jet, because I use these labels and they are Avery 22807. They're glossy, white, round labels. And these are the ones I used in that last collage I did that I didn't get recorded. And there's another one. They are not affected by wet media, even though it was an inkjet and not a laser jet. So it's got something to do with that shiny, glossy paper that kept them color fast. I don't understand it, but it did. Okay, let's see what we got. Hello, lover. That's some more what I'm talking about. Right there. There we go. Now we have some patina labels. Groovy? You get it? Any questions? Isn't that cool? That's what I was going for in here, but I had too much black paint. This one is what I try to go for. You dig? I dig. I dig, you dig. And look, Paula, look at those crusty bits right there. So I'm going to do something else I wanted to do. some black. Let's see how this works. Let's use this one again. This is a good one for this. Black. What do I want to put this on? You know what? I'm just going to go on the other side of this again and pick this up. I just want to clean the holes. I don't want to... Okay. It's actually kind of cool pushing those other little, that ghost of that pictographs in the background there for a black and white kind of a card. Let me grab another piece of paper. Oh, look. Little snotty bits on there. Okay, that's got most of that out of there. So I'm going to pull off the stencil, lay it on a piece of paper to clean up most of that wet paint off of there. I don't like to rub it too much because I can catch these little sharp ends and bend the stencil, which I don't want to do. So now, let's go back to the green. A little bit of the blue green. No, sorry. Yeah, blue. What? Green blue. I get them mixed up all the time. Spread that out a little bit. And now, oops, getting a little sticky over here. I want to lift off some of the excess. You start to see the pattern kind of reveal itself down there. Not quite enough. And so what I thought I would do is, I don't want to put this all over the back. Maybe I'll try to pick up some of this stuff on the flaps of these black envelopes. This may be La Boo Boo, I don't know. You know what, this one I'm going to put the whole thing down, see what happens. Oh, will it fit? No, I'm going to lose the edge. Okay, we'll just keep going like this. Hopefully I won't lose a whole package of black envelopes. Okay. There's that one. It's kind of cool. All right. Sit this one down. And there's that one. Subtle. And this one. Right? So, I want to take the cards. What do the cards look like? Oh, they look like that. Okay, so how about if I take the card and try to catch a little edge on the card, maybe? Not perfect, but kind of cool. Shabbing 1, I'd say the 8 by 10. I'd say that would be your best bet, in my humble opinion. Oop, I'm smearing up the inside of the card. If anybody gets one from me and knows what, they'll know what happened. There's another one. Little, you know, hit and miss on the card, so it's not a perfect science, honestly. Oh, ah, look at that whole big, oh, not a good thing to do on the cards, apparently. But I'll, you know, stamp something or something above it, so I don't know, might be okay. Let me clean up this mess on here. Oh, hey, Colleen. Yeah, we got another person coming into Maryland in July from Canada and looking for a partner to make the drive with. There's a little bit of crusty bits added to that one. Hang on here. Okay, I think me is gonna pull up this print with some tight and buff. Like my paint, like I like my men. Tight and buff. Oh, lordy. Okay, sheet of labels, please. Maybe we'll get another map. Hey, Linda, we can dream, can't we? I mean, back in the day, different story. All right. Give this a little bit more of a zhuzh here. Oh, hello, lover. Now remember, these are on round labels, so when I pull it, I'm only going to get a little mishmash of all this stuff. But look at all that came off of there. I think I should probably scan that one too. See where the envelopes were? The pointy bits of the envelope. It's curling. Stop the curling. Work with me. There we go. Now you can see those little bits of crust and PBOs in there. I am going to scan this one. I like this one too. Okay. I want to go back to this one. Is this dry?
Maybe I should scan this now. Linda, I worked some into my, that I printed out last week into that collage that I did. So I'll just use them as a little accent for a collage, or maybe to put them on an envelope or Happy Mail, or my orders that I send out. Maybe put a little hunk of burning jelly plate on the envelope. I don't really know. Honestly. I don't know. Alright, let's see. I have to perfect my technique on these and not get ink all over, or paint all over anything when I'm trying to do those. It's a little tricky. Now, scanner mouse, come hither. All right. Hello, where are you? I don't, there we go. Okay, here we go. Have you guys all seen what the scanner mouse does? It's really cool. Let me show you, try to show you real quick here. So this is the scanner part of the mouse, right? This, see the window in there? And you just run it all over your image. But as you do that, and if you miss a spot, you can go back and rescan, and the pixels just snap together on your screen and straighten out the image. Let me see if I can try to show you guys this, what's happening on my screen as I do this, and still have enough room. Oh, Lordy. Okay. I need something to jack up my screen here. There we go. You can kind of sort of see it, right? And now I got to get the mouse cable out of my way. So it's got a little button on the side here on the thumb. Start at the top of the page, trying to get that window on the top edge of the page. Or push the thumb button, you get another screen, and then you start scanning. See what it's doing? It's picking up the whole thing. And I'm going to purposely miss a spot here so I can go back up and show you when it scans, when I rescan it, how the images snap back in place to show a proper the proper reflection of what it really looks like. Right, and I have a lot of time here with this green bar. That's how much time you have to scan. You're limited by time, which I guess correlates to the amount of pixels you're scanning. I've done 16 by 20 canvases with this, but you got to do that in kind of a hurry. So I'm just going back over it to make sure everything's snapped in line. And if I finish early, I can click that button on the side again. It'll stop. Give me the image, which of course is all hosed up here. But I can rotate the image, get it lined back up on the grid, and crop it. Ah, get on there. Right? Say OK. And then it starts saving in all these different, there's a JPEG, a doc, .pdf, .text, .xls. There's a ping. Yeah, there's a ping too. So it saves, it's going to give you the option to save it in all these different formats. And I'll just say Gelli label, save that in PDF, or that was, what was that, JPEG or PDF? I don't know, we'll try another one. Okay, it was PDF. I'm going to do JPEG. There, JPEG. You're done. So that's what you do. To scan that in, let me see if this is dry enough to scan while I got it out here. I think so. I'm going to try to go in and get this one too.
So just do the same thing. A little awkward in the space I'm working right here. Hit the thumb button, reset your timer. Now using these PBOs, how they kind of change color, kind of reminds me of dichroic glass. You're going to see that black spot there. I'll go back over it. It skipped there for some reason and fill that in. You're going to get the image that it sees under the mouse as far as the coloration of the PBOs. So you won't be able to print this out and tilt it and see. There's a black spot right there. Tilt it and see, you know, that dichroic effect. But you will get the image. There we go. Save that one. Sometimes they come out perfectly straight. Sometimes they have a little tilt to them. But that gives you a grid there where you can kind of eye it up. So when you crop, you get a good straight edge on it. Say OK. Saving in all the different formats. Oop. Cancel. PDF. No, I went JPEG. Oh, I did JPEG, I guess. I went PDF. There we go. Of course, while I'm doing this, I can't see anything on the chat. Got my windows all blocked up there. 67 new messages I missed. Oops, trying to catch up. So I have no idea what's happened while I've been off screen trying to do the scans. But I'm going to try to show the guys who haven't seen that before what I'm talking about when I say my scanner mouse. So that's what I do. Yeah, Jamie, a flat canvas works great. I've done it on not so flat canvases. So what happens is when you go over and you hit a bump of texture or whatever you have in the way, you might get a little hiccup on your screen, but just keep going and then come back over that and remember where that is and try to manage the mouse over it as smoothly as you can, and you'll see that snap to that grid again and get that design back in there. I've done 16 by 20 canvases that had a lot of texture in them before. A canvas board, you know, you can scan anything you can run that mouse over. And you've got, it doesn't matter how big it is, that's why I got this mouse, because I wanted to do scans, but I couldn't afford a big flatbed scanner. I didn't think it could justify it. And I didn't want to scan just 8.5 by 11. So this, hey Shannon, this helps, you know, solve that problem. Okay, so let's go back to whence we started here. So, well, I don't know how much fun you missed, Shannon, but you missed about an hour and a half of play. I was printing some, I don't know if you saw these before, but I printed some of my Gelli prints and my pictograph stamps. I printed them on round labels, and I used them in a collage that I did recently. Here's one I did on glossy labels, one of my other collages. This was part of a canvas that I did. Can you tell I like my pictographs? A tile box. These are all round labels. So I thought, you know, these are really great, but they burn up a lot of toner, which is expensive. Why don't I just jelly plate right on the labels? So that's what I started doing this morning. And I got some Martha Stewart paints on sale. So I decided to go with those. I don't know, I might need a little bit more contrast. This is where I started, and this just got totally out of control. I'm not even wild about this, but I'm going to go back now and try to doctor these up a little bit so they're a little bit more palatable, let's say. I don't know if I got any more of this gold paint left or not. So these are 2-inch circles, and I want to do a couple of these and then pull a couple off to see how they're going to work before you guys go out and try this. Linda, it's not limited to the size of the surface, it's limited to time. So if you're good at it and you can get a big piece of paper in there, I've actually scanned, when I do my painted papers on those, what are they, like 20
something by 32-inch sheets, those big sheets, like this newsprint sheet, the size of this newsprint. I've scanned that in before because that's usually smooth, and once you get the rhythm, you can go back and forth on that puppy and really get it going. Jamie, I used them in that collage I did the last time that unfortunately did not record, but let me grab some of these and show you some bits of that. This I did last time. And this has some of the labels in it where I just, that's on glossy paper. Here's another discovery that I found out for the new guys that just came on. I only have an inkjet printer, right? So I bought glossy labels and I bought the matte labels. The matte labels with the inkjet will smear very easily with wet medium. I found out that the shiny labels do not, even though they're coming out of an inkjet, they seem to be color safe, and they didn't smear with my water and my paint, my glue, and matte medium and stuff. It didn't seem to bother it. But you can see, like, here's one of the circles of the pictograph labels in there. Of course, I cut it all up to ATCs, so you can't really see a whole much of anything. Here's one I did from that collage sheet, right? And I just mixed them in. I just mixed them in my collage and then cut it all up into ATCs. So that's one thing I did with them. I'll probably add them on as little decorations on my, when I sell something from my Etsy shop or send a thank you card, so, you know, something like that. I'll just, or who knows, they might sit here forever. It's just a cheap old $100 HP inkjet printer. It's nothing fancy at all. But that with the scanner, though, I will say that I have scanned images that were had metallic. This gold that I'm using right now, the Golden's Fluid iridescent gold fine, and when it printed out on regular paper, it looked metallic. You know how usually you lose that shimmery part of it? Scanning it with the mouse and printing it on my cheap little printer on regular old paper, it really looked metallic. That's what sold me on this thing. But now, anybody that joined recently, we're talking about the Halo scanner mouse. And if you look on my Inky Obsessions Facebook page, one of my viewers shared a link where she had a site, an office supply site selling these for $32.96, $35, I don't know, 30 some dollars. I paid 80 something last year. So that's the deal. So I'm going to add another layer, remembering that these are just little round labels. You're only going to see a little piece of anything that I put on here on each label, not a whole. I'm not going for the composition of this being finished, you know, like it is. Okay. See those colors behind there? That looked like the Easter Bunny puked on my paper. I don't know what the hell happened there. Too many. I got all these Martha Stewart paints and they work fine, but I think my colors, again, were too even toned. I didn't have enough light dark contrast to get the look that I usually go for. This one I really like. This was a cleanup print, and the first bit before I put the pictographs and the PBOs and the gold circles on there looked like a map. I tweeted that image, by the way. If anybody wants to scan it or wants to print it out and use it, you can. So there's another one. I do like how they came out. This one, not so much. But you know what I might do on here while I have this gold paint? Let me do something. Hang on. There we go. Oops. Craft-a-lanch. And let's just put some. I'm going to need more paint. More paint, please. Shannon, have you tried streaming again? I'm just putting some little grid marks across these to give it another little level of something to take your eye off the background. All right, that's a little something on there. Let me set this off to the side to dry. Here's a patina print I did right on the labels. I think I'm going to leave that one alone. Back away from the patina print. This one needs some help. That one was too dark, too black. Oh, good. I'll look out for that, Shannon. You know, I'm thinking, since I did some pictographs there, maybe I'll sponge some more on with this to kind of give that a little backup. I'm going to use the green blue, or blue green instead of the green blue this time. But on the black, we'll see how that looks. You know, I'm going to do it because I like this. I have this paint out here and I want to use it up, but I like the other one better, the green blue instead of the blue green. There's a big difference in how they look, especially on black. Oh, you know what? Let's try something here. Let me get some of this, a little bit of that blue off of there. Let me grab another sponge. And let's do some of these in gold. Let's see what we get out of that. And another thing I want to try to do with these is to see how much it's not bad. I wouldn't normally use this much of this paint on something like this though, because it's not cheap paint. But you're worth it. And I'm not worried about going out to the very edges on each one of these because that's not going to be on the circular label. But what I want to see is if I can cut a little skinny, weeny, weeny little strip between the circles out of there for like a little strip of tape or something. I don't know if this size is going to allow there to be enough there to even use. Alright, let's put a little, and then more paint. Andrea, are you going to stay longer than the time of the event? I see you talking about exploring different restaurants. Because all your meals are included for the nights that you stay at that hotel. And that you participate in the class, right? So you get with your room, you get free breakfast and free dinner, which both are extensive. And with the classroom, you will get AM break, PM break. It's like a continental breakfast in the AM and more salty sweet snacks. And I think some ice cream maybe in the afternoon. And a full buffet lunch, which again is extensive. Remember, they feed soldiers and Navy guys and cops that go there for training. So they're used to feeding the big boys. So if we go hungry there, it's our own fault. All right, I'm going to let that sit aside and see what we come up with that. I'm not going to do gold over the gold. Okay, running out of room. Patina, this one. And look at you. This one's kind of getting messed up. It's kind of, the paper's kind of, I don't know if that's clear enough for you guys to see. But those little white blobs here are paper where it's peeling away. Well, a gold circle can't hurt it, right? What the hell? I wanted to look for my whole sheet labels so I could find some to cut up. You know, I make like strips of tape out of it, but you think I can find my full sheet labels? That answer is no. Oh, I know what I wanted to do. Hang on. Where did that one little stencil go that I used earlier? Here we go. I don't know if this is going to fit right on one of the labels or not, but I'm going to try. So this is just stark black and white, and I picked this print up on a sheet of labels. So I wonder what would happen. I can't really see to center the label here. This is very, very tricky. All right, so I'm not even going to worry about centering. I'm just going to do something here. See how close I get. Oh, that's actually perfect. That's right on that label. What do you know? I'm going to go over here so I don't schmutz that one up right away. That looks pretty close. Oh, look, the color's changing because I got a little gold in there. Let's see. If I go over here. Let's grab some gold. See what happens. Yeah, cool. Oops, where are we? I won't take all the time to do all that on camera, but it's something. Now this one, do I want to do anything to that one? I should probably do something, right? But what? She asks. Oh, here's something else I did earlier. I have to come up with another technique because I got the inside of the cards and the envelopes kind of schmutzed up. See what I mean? But I'll just use these for something. But I did a patina print on the flap of this black envelope. And then I did a little pickup on the note card kind of thing. All right. That one probably is the best one. 3 out of 1. 1 out of 3. Not too bad. On my average. What do I want to do with you? Little sticker mess. You know what? Before I do too much more, I think I'm going to go back. This one's kind of dry. And are you dry? This one's kind of dry. And let's just see what we get here. Let me put them on something. Let me just grab a piece of cardstock. So you can kind of see what they are. Alright, I'm just going to randomly... It's hard to try to see there's the edge of the label. Alright, so there's one. So, you know, when you pull it out from the rest of the mess, it looks kind of cool. When you put that, you know, picture that on a black envelope, perhaps. Let's do that. Let's stick one on the front here of this. Just for giggles. Right? Pull this puppy and maybe put it right about there. Right? On the flap. That's kind of cool, just by itself. At least I think so, but I am easily entertained, so I'm going to leave it up to you. Alright, so there's off of that sheet. And let's try some of these stripes. And instead of wasting it on paper, I'm going to grab another envelope because I kind of like that. There we go. That's kind of cool. They look kind of Asian. Me liking. Now, how about if we took, wait a minute, work with me. Here's the card. And take one off the matching sheet, right? Where the hell are they? It's hard to find the edges on here, I'm telling you. There we go. Right? Take one off of here. And yes, this is going to be tricky with these vertical stripes, trying to get it centered enough and straight enough with my hands. Oh, that's not so bad. Look. Ah. But see, that's the one where the paper's peeling off, dumbass. Ah, crap. Texture. That's kind of cool though, isn't it? So there's kind of a set, right? Ooh, let's do another one. I'm going to go back and get some more of these black cards. I like that. I like it. So where did I do that other one? Here. Let's do a card off of this sheet. Right? Which way does she open? Right. So let's go off of this sheet somewhere. Where are you, little label? There you are. There you go. Ah, I like it. I do like that. If I must say so myself. Now, let's do this. Let's do this on one of those. I think that'll look cool. Let's see. How can you not love this combination? If you don't, there's something wrong with you. I'm just saying. Don't want to be judgy. What the hell? Oh, you know what? This is a piece of cardstock. It's got the impressions of the label and the paint from where I picked it up. Crap. They aren't labels. I don't know, there's no way you can see that. That little tiny gray little arch in there to imply it was a label. Damn it. Well, that's not. That was just mean. Let's try. Maybe. Is that too black on the black? Maybe. Dang it. That's disappointing. Let's try some of this. This I know is a label. I'm not going to take that one up on the edge. How dare you people laugh at me? Hey, story of my life. I wonder if I wrapped it around or something. I don't know. A little bit of that and a little bit of that. Huh. I like it. I'm going to keep going. Yes, I am. Oh, no, wait a minute. I got to make sure I got... Oh, here we go. Okay. I should have got more of these while they were on sale. I have the craft ones too. Oh, let's do a craft one. See what it looks like on craft paper. Sweetness. This is really packaged securely. Yeah, I can make stickers out of it. I'll just put, I'll run it through the Xyron. Punch it and then run it through the Xyron. I will not lose the sticker ability of that one. I like that print. Okay. Denmark Ann, are you by any chance? I just see Lou Jean Pet Pamperer talking to you. Are you by chance the same lady from Denmark that sent me the nice note on my video about how Dave and I met? Let me use these dark patina ones here on this. Let's see what we come up with. Oh, there you are. Yes, I finally saw. There's a lag on the live streams, and so that's why it's taken so much longer for me to see that you just answered me. I'm so glad you got to join us, and thank you so much. That was really, really sweet note. I appreciate that. Let's see. This flap's a little bit smaller here. I'm so glad you could join us. There's a little patina on a craft card. Now let's try something different on here. Let's do this on here. Have a little bit on the back with your address, a little bit more on the front, and then put a little schmutz of this over here. And I'm just kind of, I'm an eyeballer. I'm not going to sit here and measure the center. I'm liking these. Just that little bit of stuff. Of course, you can, you know, zhuzh them up however much more stuff you want to put on there, but I'm good with that. Okay, there's my black ones. Do I have any more black ones to do? I think I did all my black ones. Rats. Let me do another one. Try something else. You know what I'm going to do? Oh, shoot. I wanted to... Hang on. Oh, I got more. Hang on. I'm going to try to... I'm not going to try. I'm going to do it. Hang on. Let me get my punch. Even though I thought this was on, Labels. I'm going to make it on a label. Hopefully this one's loaded up because I don't know how to work this thing. I don't know. We'll see how that works. I got the little Xyron too. All right, let me see what I can get out of this. Yep, I got to cut off the edge. Hang on, need another tool. Get rid of my white edge here. So I can get all the loveliness in my punch. Okay, now that's a big one. Ooh, it's kind of big. Hang on. That's kind of small. Apparently I need a medium-sized circular punch. We'll go with this one. Actually, this one might fit in my other label maker. Alright. Oh, look at you, you cute little things. Alright, is this going to go in here? Will they fit? Will they fit? Nope, too big. Alright. I'm going to have to use this one. Which, I don't know if this is going to work or not. Kind of has to though, doesn't it? Oh yeah. Let's just keep going while we're going, huh? You know what? Maybe I do want a couple big ones now that I'm using this. Okay. Oh, look at you. I don't know what I'll use you for, but I like you. Alright, go back to the small one. Alright. Yep, get in there. Seems like a lot of waste. But you gotta pay to play, right? Hang on. Lost you, you little rascal. Alright, where are we? Oh, dang on it. Overlap. That's what I hate. Rats, rats, rats. Okay. Let's see what I got. Got stuff everywhere. Lord, punches and cutters and stuff. Oh my. Alright. Now, I wonder if one of those would fit on the flap of that. I've collected quite a stash over the years, Anne. And the sad part is I don't use near enough of it, really. Okay, will this one fit on there? No? Yes, no? Yes. Oh, come here, lover. Look at you. Now, let me see if I can... A little over the edge. Just a schmutz. Can I bend it and stick it, or should I cut it? I think I'll cut it. I don't think that's enough to stick. I cut it without cutting the envelope, knucklehead. There we go. That's kind of cool. Now let's put one on a card to match it. Now what did I do here? How did I mess this up? I guess that means that part won't be sticky, right? We shall see. You know what? I'm going to put some glue stick on it just in case I'm hosing it up, because I don't want to hose this one up. Get that around the edges. Okay. Oops, upside down pictographs. That's not good. Oh, I love this color combination. Hello, lover. Look at you. There we go. I'm a card maker like you, Paula. Buy a bought card and put a sticker on it and call it a day. But they're cute, aren't they? See that little flash of those PBOs in there and the gold? And then against the black? You can't not love that, people. I'm just saying. I got another black one. What can I do with you? Oh, these are yummy. I'm going to use some of these lighter background ones on this black. I'm going to put you there. And I'm going to put you maybe down here. And I'm going to go for one of the darker ones on here. Me likey. I'm trying to read the chat. I'm moving this around in the camera, and I'm looking at it like, oh crap, it's not even hardly in the frame or raised up high enough that you can see it. But I love the interest of those, the pictograph stencil. With just seeing the little bits of it, it just adds this weird scripty mystery. Like, what the hell does that say? Kind of a thing. Okay, what else can I do? I'm going to put these stickers on something. Come here, crafty envelope. Oh, a bunch of them flew out of there. I'll do some more on craft paper. Yeah, I love it on the black. Okay, let's see. But see, when you do it on those sheet, when you add those circles like all over the sheet, you know, it looks kind of funky, busy and all that. But when you get just that little snippet like is on there, you know, it's kind of cool. In my humble opinion. But the stark, the kind of oriental PBO flash that's in there against that stark craft paper, I think is cool too. these are fun little easy ones that I can put in with my orders for my Etsy shop, I think. Okay. Get rid of some of this bulk here. Let's see, there's other ones that I haven't used. Oh, you know what? I haven't used these that I did. Let's see, what will this look like when I pull it off of there? Look, that's pretty dead on. The way that stencil went around that label. That's kind of cool. Let me see what it looks like on here. That's kind of cool. That little PBO flash of that Dangles circle stencil. Ah, who knew? All right, give me a card. Give me a card. Give me a card. All right. These aren't quite as precise, but we don't live in a precise world, do we? Well, mine isn't. Look! Ah! Again, watch the camera, Patty. Pay attention to the people trying to not fall off their chair following you. Oh, I'm liking this. Of course, I am very easily entertained, so let that be a warning. Let's do one of the stripes on the craft. Vicky, hi. No, I jelly printed right on the labels today. Right smack dab on the labels. That's what I did. Here we go with the stripy one. It's hard to find the edge of the label though. There we go. Come on off of there, baby. There we go. I'm going to go straight this way. See? They weren't such a screw up after all. I wasn't liking how these backgrounds were coming out, but you add a little, the black stripe stencil and some pops on the little lid with the gold paint, and you get little bits of that on each one. Dina Wakley's Puke on a Page theory coming to life right there. Let's see, where are we here? I want to get one. Some of these didn't cover right up to the edge. I get a little bit of a round of white on the edge. I'm trying to avoid that on the matching bit here. This one I went straight. I'll go straight on this one too. I like these a lot. I do. Let's see, what else didn't I do on craft paper? I think I did that. Didn't I have, oh, here's another one. I was letting this dry with the stripes in it. This looks like a hot mess. Oh, and I have this one. Oh, that'll look good on the craft. Oh, this is like too easy and too fun. Ah! Yeah, I wonder if you print on the clear labels, if they'll be color fast like I found out on the shiny ones. I do, Rain. I'm not a card maker, so anytime I can get a card that looks like I wouldn't be too embarrassed to mail, I like it. I like it. Oh, come here, you little pictograph lover, you. Look at this one. So I'm trying to, for those of you who weren't here in the beginning, everybody, the pictograph stencil and the pictograph stamp seem to be really popular. So I am working on other designs to try to come out with a pictograph alphabet for the pictograph fans. So I have 20 I need 6 more designs. I was playing with it the other night. Doesn't that brighten up that craft paper? Oh, me likey. I'm a card making fool now. I'll show you this whole stack I have over here before I wrap up. But I'm going to keep on plowing now, baby. I'm on a roll. Let's see. Come here, Yummy. There we go. I have one little odd one of this. I'm going to put it somewhere. Maybe down here in the corner for a little something something. There we go, a little punch on the back. Little flappage. There we go. Yeah, if you guys are interested in any of my stencils, they're sold on istencil.com. But I'm coming out with some more designs very soon. And I don't know the date of the release in this, but there will be a sale with it. So put them in your shopping cart so you don't forget what you want. But don't check out until I come back and do a demo with the new ones with the coupon code, and it'll save you some money. I haven't done this one yet. Let's see what we get on this one. They do have kind of an Asian flair to me. I don't know why, but they do. Look at you, little cutie. Ah. It's as though I'm a card making machine. Is that the only ones I have? These are just... Okay. I wonder what stark black and white will look like on craft. Just about all of these have a little bit of paint schmutzed on it. Here come my puppies. Mojo baby, what are you doing? What you doing down here? Come and see. Mojo baby, they had a spa day yesterday. There's this place called Stay. It's a pet resort just down the street. One of my girlfriends takes her dogs there. That's not bad. This is stark black and white on there. I might put a little something on the back because it's not quite as exciting as the other ones maybe. And see, these kind of ran off the page too. Let's see. What do I have here? This. So they went for their day of pampering. They were bathed, and they had their ears cleaned, their ears cleaned, their nails cut, shampoo, massage. I don't know how I get Dave to take me over to tell him I'm a St. Bernard or something. See if I can get in for the same deal. There you go. A little black and whiteage on the craft paper. I'm not going to waste any of you because I love you. I don't know what I'll do with it later. I'll deal with you later. So, I'm thinking, let's see, maybe another, add a little something, something on here. A little more gold, perhaps. Some mason jar lid. What is a Serif DigiKit? Am I missing something I must have? Yes, I'm wiping that on my shirt, if anybody's wondering. Here it is. One of many. I'll be wearing these to the retreat, so you'll get to see them and schmutz them up yourself in person. Put your own marks on my pitiful shirts. Babe. I don't think, maybe Dave is back from golfing already. I don't think so. Alright, another little added dimension on there. Craft Artist 2 software. Oh, is that what the, oh, okay, oh yeah, that's the one I can't get because I have a Mac, right? Isn't that the one, who had that made me the papers and sent them? Joan. Alright, I'm going to let that sit over here and dry. I think she hears her daddy outside. Alright, I'm going to do a couple more of these. And then I'm going to wrap it up. Got stuff I got to get done. Let's do another one of these. Look at you, you pretty thing. Yeah, that's got to be Dave. She's down here crying at the back, at the garage door. Hickety, you just need a webcam. It's the only equipment that you need, really. You know what? I'm going to do this on here. I'm going to go kind of half moon inside and outside. There's a little something peeking over on the inside of the card. And I'll do one over here. Baby, do you hear your daddy? Is that your daddy home? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Hang on. This one's got the little white edges, but I don't care. Is that your daddy? Has your daddy come home from golf? Oh, my daddy, my daddy. So there's that one with the little peekage on the cards. You just have to have a Ustream account. Once you have a Ustream account like you guys already have, all you got to do is hit broadcast live up at the top. Now I do it different because I have a Logitech broadcaster is the name of my camera. It's 99 bucks. Used to be able to get them for, but apparently they don't make that one anymore. But I use the broadcaster software in a separate window when I'm broadcasting, so I see myself live with no lag on my broadcaster cam. I see it, you know, as it's happening. You're seeing me about 30 seconds later on Ustream. So I have both windows open so I can kind of see that I'm in frame, that I'm live, if I need to move something and adjust it, rather than letting it limp off the side of the screen for 30 seconds and then realize I got to pull back. So I run both of those windows, but you just hit broadcast now and you're live. That's all there is. It's really simple. When I was trying to figure it out, I thought it was a lot more complicated. And I was doing all this research and trying to figure out, like, how the hell do you do this? And then one day it dawned on me, like, you knucklehead, all you need is a webcam. It was that I didn't have the webcam thing going. So it's really pretty easy. How pitiful does she sound? What's that? Oh, my flappage is on the wrong side here. I don't know which way that goes. I don't think it matters. Yep, that's her daddy's home. Here's Dave talking to him. Hey, hon. Hi.
Hey, wake up.
Streaming.
Hi, ladies.
Say hi to the girls.
Hey.
How'd you do?
Okay.
Okay, good. Was the course nice?
Yeah, actually it is. It's a challenging course. It's small greens, some small shots. We played all the way from the back. I don't think the club should play from there. I think they need to move up the tee box. Yeah. All right. Some of them ain't gonna carry some of the areas that they have to get over water and stuff.
Mm.
So it's a good thing we played it, because if you'd have gone up and just looked at the yardage, you'd have said play from the black tees. And normally we play from the white, and the whites are kind of short, but there's some long carries, so I think we need to play in the club for the whites.
The ladies are saying hi, Dave. It's a 30-second lag, so they're just hearing what you said 30 seconds ago.
Okay.
So, I'm gonna wrap up here in a couple minutes, and
Yeah.
I gotta go up and call Mom. She called me as soon as I pushed the on button. She called me. I don't think something's not right here. My blood pressure's really, really, really high. I don't feel right. And I was like, well, calm down. Just tell me what a number is. It was like 160 something, over 80 something. That's not that high. So she's just got herself worked up into a lather, and we go to the cardiologist tomorrow, but there's, she just has to chill it out. But I'm going to come up and I got to call her back.
Okay.
So I'll be up in just a few minutes.
What else?
That's it. That's all I got.
All right. Need to take anything upstairs while I'm down here?
I don't think so, huh?
Take the towels. I already got water. Let me take out some more water. Yeah, where's a little water?
Hey, what are you doing?
Girl, what are you doing?
Oh yeah, Hickety. What is your name? Hickety Pickety. There's another one. These are so fun. They're kind of boring though, I guess. I don't know how much exciting it is watching me put stickers on cards. But, so you guys that come to Maryland will probably end up meeting Dave. I'm sure he'll be over there helping me do something.
What? What am I in for? What am I in for?
I thought you volunteered.
For what?
I don't know. I'm just, whatever. I'm sure you'll come over and help us set up or whatever we need to do.
Yeah. I was going to. I figured one night I'd come over after we get done that Saturday. Come over. Oh, you got enough people?
No, not yet. We still need more peeps.
How many you got?
14.
Okay.
So we need 11 more to make it happen, or I have to go back and renegotiate the prices. So I'll talk about that later.
Okay. Well,
I'm going to wrap up here.
You needed 35 at first. So
Yeah, I know. So we're going to have to come up with a different plan. So here's what I ended up with, guys. Started out jelly plating directly on my labels.
Come on, let's go upstairs.
And
Have fun, ladies.
he's retreating with the dogs. So here's some of the sheets that are left, right, that I got. After I jelly printed on them, I went back and added little pops of color, through paint through a stencil and on a lid. Right, that's what they look like. Here's the one I thought was on labels, but I made them labels. And this one. Oh, and this one's still drying. Right. So here are the cards that I ended up with that little bit of play. This one. This. Oh, hi, Sonia. I'll try to remember that. It's so hard to remember screen names and real names. For me, anyway. Paula's much better at that. Look at you. Let me put the black ones over here on the side. Put all the craft ones out here. So there's those. And now here's some of the black ones. Right. Oh, look at you, Yummy. Hello, Yummy. Mama like. And these are, oh, here's another one with the stickers. Right. Let me see if I can get a little bit closer, see if that makes a difference for you. Oh, I'm going to move the camera a little bit. I'm going to spin it around on the thing, see if you can. See from a different angle. My camera hangs from my ceiling on a monopod, so it's kind of not the most stable setup. As long as I don't touch it, we're good. If I touch it and move it, now it's like a pendulum. It's got to kind of settle back in for just a second. There we go. And here are the first ones that I tried printing right on the envelope. Right, and put a little bit down here off the same print. Now that I look at these, they don't look so great. Now I got them zoomed in. I got to watch what I'm doing here. But still, you know, it's a little something. I did 3 of those. Not so good. Right, so there we are. Thanks for joining me, everybody. I'm going to cut this one a little bit short so I can go see my husband and get some stuff done. That golf tournament took up some of my time this weekend, so I have my, you know, the stuff like laundry and all that fun stuff we're going to get done. Yeah, I'm going to try to take these, when all the labels are gone, and I have that little piece in there, I'm going to try to cut long, skinny strips out of the amount that's left, because you can see, like this one, let me show you on here. There's that much. Oops, zoomed in. See right here, there's this much of a strip I could get all the way down that page. Let me zoom back out again. This is making me a little dizzy. There we go. Alright, so I can get these little strips this wide on that whole length of page. I have to find my full sheet labels though, because then I could cut them in any size width that I wanted. But I couldn't find them today. But I will be doing more, because wouldn't that be cool? Oh, I just thought we could take a card and put a strip right down the bottom, right up the side, down the back of the envelope, and maybe use the round with the stripe ones. Oh, my mind is running amok. So, there you go, ladies. Impromptu Sunday stream. I hope everybody enjoyed it. And sorry for the rough start. But, you know, that's life. Thanks so much for joining. Thanks for the newbies. Anne, I know you're one of those. I'm not sure who else was. It was hard to try to keep up with the stream today, with really trying to pay attention on what the hell I was doing. But we got her done. So, thank you so much, ladies, for spending your Sunday afternoon with us. Right? Take care. See you on the flip side. Hopefully see you in Maryland. Oh, I'm still live. I thought I'd stopped. Sweet Moses. Guess you're wondering what all that dead space was there, huh? That's my brain. Alright, I'm trying to stop broad. I'm going to have to stream forever. Can't turn the camera off. How about that? I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it the real tough way. Pushing the